After they kind of started building up their nation, then came the Winter War, which I will get into that a bit more, but basically it was a result of diplomatic maneuvers in Europe, and that caused Finland to kind of be stuck between a rock and a hard place and either have to choose the side of Soviet Russia or Nazi Germany. So they couldn't quite decide what to do, and that's when the Non-Aggression Act put Soviets in Finland. So they basically had a choice and then had that choice taken away. Excuse me. So they could choose Nazi Germany or Soviet Russia, but eventually they just took the choice away from them and put Soviets into Finland. So after that happened, there was a lot of tension between Soviet Russia and Finland, especially because of their previous history of being ruled by Soviet Russia. So what happened was they were negotiating, and Finland was supposed to cede land to Russia or annex land to Russia and give it to them. However, the negotiations failed, and that's what sparked the Winter War between Soviet Russia and Finland. So essentially, I told you earlier how they kind of had spread out Finland had spread out its territory a little bit further, and Russia wanted them to give away some of that territory that they had taken over in that time. However, the negotiations for that did fail, so that's what sparked the Winter War. And it's actually called the Winter War because it was a winter war. The temperatures at this time dropped to -40 below Celsius, which is insanely cold. And there was a lot of human life lost, not only due to the warfare, but also just due to the elements. So eventually, Germany aided troops to transit into Finland, which led to the Great Peace, led to the end of the Winter War in 1945. And Finland did keep its independence, but they did lose a great deal of land to Russia. So they were still an independent state, but in the end, they really did not benefit from this war at all because they lost a great deal of land.